Surround sound. Back with another one. Back with another one. Back with another one. Alright, so today we're going to be talking about how Kevin Gates, he explains the pressure of being a man in this world.
This is a serious video?
It's getting serious this time.
It's not a troll one. But this man talking about, I ain't even going to say what he be talking about in his interviews because
This is wild.
Alright, I'm ready, man.
You ready?
Take me away.
Then I had got off social media for like a year and a half. But he know all of this. I got off social media for like a year and a half. I really had deactivated my page because I was gonna go ahead and I was gonna get it done. And then the type of person I am, I ain't about to say, hey bro, I'm about to kill myself. I don't do all that. That's hospitaling to me. I feel like if we gonna do it, y'all just gonna have to find my fight. I'm about to go zip myself. That's just how I felt, the short version of it. But in being off social media and stop making comparisons.
Because it make you do that, because everybody winning on social media.
Everybody
keeping up joy.
How'd you get to that point though? That I wanted to smash myself? You wanna be honest?
Yeah. That's
Always honest?
You seem super strong mentally.
No. The people, when the people around you don't celebrate you properly, you know, like I'm this world-class athlete, but at the end of the day, when I go home, I'm not being celebrated properly. I'm only good as what I can do. You make me feel like I'm only good as what I can provide. And I bet not do this and bet not do this, or you gon', you know what I'm saying? Just how you look at life. It's like you're not being celebrated by the people around you. Like, I'm already getting beat up by the world. I'm already a nigga. You know what I'm saying? I make this shit look good. You know what I'm saying? But I'm already a nigga. I'm already
emphasizing it.
I'm already looking at social media, you know, and comparing my life to other people's highlight reels. I'm dealing with this. I'm already dealing with the anxiety because I gotta be the best in my field. When I feel like I'm not the best at what I'm doing, I'm already this. And then to go home and still not be in peace. So it's feel like, you know what, I can take my money out there. I'm gonna get out the way since I'm the problem.
I just want to hear your thoughts.
That's some deep stuff right there.
Like, I want to hear your thoughts of, like, as a man, the pressures that we deal with as a man, how do you think that mentally goes through our mind on a day-to-day basis?
I'm going to say, let me just get my thoughts together, because he said a lot. You know, obviously he talked about a lot about, like, social media stuff. And, you know, obviously, it's Kevin Gates. He's obviously a man and stuff like that. I feel like just recently, our mental health has been kind of highlighted as far as men's mental health and stuff like that. As far as us actually taking advantage of outlets to talk to people, and then people actually, you know, asking about our mental in general. But as far as, you know, what he was talking about and everything like that, it might be. But as far as, like, in my eyes, I don't see of it being more of a pressure as a man than, like, you know, a woman in today's society, because obviously everybody has their shit that they go through and everything like that. But I feel like as far as, you know, a whole collective, everybody does have this thing with social media where they, you know, they see other people doing well and, you know, want to replicate that. And if they can't replicate that, then it's like, then I'm a waste, you know, and stuff like that. And it's crazy to me because it's like, it's Kevin Gates saying this.
Yeah. Like, he's
a motherfucker that's already, you know,
top of the game.
And people's eyes already made it.
Yeah.
And people's eyes who are looking at him like, if I can't be this, then I'm not shit, you know? And it's crazy to see that, you know, Kevin Gates and, you know, obviously there's other celebrities that think like this too. So it's kind of wild to me to see and to hear him talk about that.
Because it's kind of, like, fucked up. Like, the people around him, like how you saying, like, he's not, like, getting celebrated the right way.
Right.
It's crazy to me how, like, once you make it as, like, a top artist or a top somebody, that the people around you just want you for the reasons that you made it for. Like, for the money and all the views and all that.
Right.
That's why you gotta keep your circle tight. To be honest, it's small. Because you can't really trust everybody that's around you, even your family members, like they just want greed.
Facts. Obviously, I do believe that even if it's one person, I do feel like you should have, that one person that you're able to talk to and, express your feelings to and stuff like that. But when he did say what made him get to that point is, he didn't feel, celebrated and stuff like that. That's hard for me to kind of like wrap my head around completely because, I don't know when exactly, like I started, I don't know, like practicing or just like realized it. I like came to a realization that, I don't need people to like celebrate me to feel good, and I feel like that's super important for people to learn out there.
Most definitely.
Like, obviously, I do get that, it does feel good and, you want to be celebrated by, people. But, like, I would, take it as far as, like family and, like, close friends that you, I get that. But, like, if you're looking for outside validation from,
other
people or, fans or whatever, then it's just like...
You really don't need that.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, the only support you really need, in your eyes, is your close friends and your family.
And yourself.
That is true.
At the end of the day. So that's why I always say that it's so hard, because I feel like social media is not the sole problem. Like, everybody always wants to blame social media for, people killing themselves or people being mean or, stuff like that. But, you gotta just like take it back like a whole layer and like really find out, like, obviously I'm not gonna say everybody has that person in their life that's able to talk to them and stuff like that, but what it really comes down to is just teaching people that yes, social media is gonna be there. Like, it's not going away.
It's never going
anytime soon. If you're a parent, you have to like teach your kid at a young age, like, yes, there's gonna be people that have fucking, better shit than you.
Yeah.
But like at the end of the day, you gotta learn to love yourself. Like, you gotta teach your friends or your kids or whatever to love themselves at the end of the day, because it's like...
That's the problem, because so many people like compare their lives to other people on social media. It's not healthy, and then they get jealous and want the same things you want, and maybe they want to take it a step farther and do something like harmful,
right,
to that person and like take what they got.
Yeah.
And that's why I kind of hate social media, because of that. That's the main reason, because people get jealous.
Right. Like what you were saying, like harming themselves, obviously, you can harm yourself in ways, obviously, like, ending your life. But there's also things where people are doing stuff where I've been seeing it a lot. Like, obviously, we talked about it in, a few episodes ago, where people are getting ass shots and BBLs and stuff. That's obviously like harming yourself as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've been seeing a lot where men have been getting inches added to themselves. Like, no, not I'm talking about as far as height. Not inches as far. I think you can do that though too, right? Can you do that? I don't know.
I don't know.
But people are getting like height enhancements, and it's a very severe procedure and can go wrong and like have like very life-threatening thing. And it's that, like, people are doing that because they don't want to accept themselves for who they are. There's obviously always going to be the thing where it's like women don't like short men, or like women like taller men.
Come on, short kings.
Like I said before, there's fucking 6 billion people and 7 billion people in the world.
You go find somebody
right
that likes you.
Yeah.
That loves you for who you are.
Don't matter you short, tall, skinny, fat.
You go find somebody.
Like, literally, bro. People always are so quick to blame social media, but it's just like, if you don't have that person that's, telling you this stuff, it's going to be obviously harder to understand that you need to love yourself. And shit is just nothing is perfect. Like, you see these things and they don't even live a perfect life. You would see Kevin Gates' Instagram and think, he living the life, but obviously not if he's giving this interview and talking about this shit.
A lot of like artists like go through like anxiety and all that.
Yeah. Like
mental breakdowns. It's like, yes, they live a perfect life, but behind closed doors, they don't.
Right.
They go through the same shit we do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, obviously, social media, you're gonna post for the most part, you're gonna post the good in your life. There's obviously those times where you do get sentimental with your followers and stuff like that, and you kind of, let people in on what you're going through. if it's like something tragic going on in your life, but that's once every 100 other posts that you're posting about on social media.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, obviously you're gonna see the good in people's life on social media all the time. You're not gonna see the bad. You're not gonna see what they're actually going through and how they feel. So for you to want to be like that, it's just like, it's kind of crazy to me.
Stop being greedy. It's jealousy at the finest.
Yeah.
Like, you want something that they have. In your mind, you think, oh, I'm never gonna make it. You can't have that mentality. Like, you have to be mentally strong and keep working at it, then to reach what they have. They probably been putting in work for a long time, and we probably don't know that. Behind closed doors, they probably putting in so much work, but going through it mentally, that's what you have to do. You have to go through these battles by yourself or with somebody next to you, like talking to you to help you through this.
Yeah.
Like, most people don't, they just want shortcuts.
Right.
Shortcuts don't come into this life.
Yeah. So I would say, yeah, that's obviously, you know, social media is obviously the underlying fact of the, or not the underlying topic of this whole thing. But, you know, as far as like the main thing, as far as like mental health and stuff like that, you know, it's obviously super important, you know, and like I said, it's especially for men, it's been more talked about now.
Most definitely.
But in general, it's just, you know, it's just an important thing. It's okay to obviously open up and, you know, be vulnerable with somebody. Like, it doesn't even have to be not your closest friend. If like, because I know some people are like kind of, they have their best friends, but like they don't even share, like,
No.
like that's not the first person they initially go to sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, sometimes you feel like comfortable talking to somebody you've known for, you know, a few days or a few months or whatever like that, but talk to somebody, you know. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to talk about your feelings. Like, we're not in those times anymore.
It's okay to cry.
Yeah.
Let them tears go.
I haven't cried in a minute though.
I haven't either.
I'm just not a crier unless it's like something like actually sad.
Yeah.
But I will talk about my feelings to some like people. Like, I'm not afraid to open up and
Most definitely.
and say what's on my mind, because it's like, if you just keeping that shit in, then it's gonna ultimately lead to, you know, what he's talking about in this video, where keep it in and then things just keep piling up, and then you see one thing that just, you know, sets you off, and then, you know, it's just that. So yeah, if it's not your best friend, if it's not your mom, your dad, sister, brother, anybody, talk to somebody. You know, find a random person on the street and tell them about your day. I don't know about that. That's kind of...
Yeah.
They might want to listen, bro. Honestly, if somebody came up to me on the sidewalk, it was just like, yo, I'm having a bad day. Can I talk to you about my day? I'd be like, yeah, if I wasn't in a rush or something like that, yeah, come on. I want to listen to your problems. I'll listen to anybody's problems. I'm not playing, though. You know? Yeah, but I feel like, yeah, everybody's always going through something.
Oh, yeah.
So, in our last video, you know, obviously we talked about Lizzo. You don't know what she's going through at the end of the day. And, like, that one comment from Candace Parker, you know, obviously not, but one comment can set somebody off and you just don't know.
Yeah, for real. Like, the negative people in this world the negativity just needs to stop overall.
Yeah. Because you don't know what it can do to somebody's mental that's already probably, you know,
Going
bad.
through it.
Yeah.
Down bad.
Yeah. Mental health, important. Stop trying to keeping up with the Joneses. It's not gonna work out for you. It's never gonna work. You know, obviously there's gonna be people doing shit that you're doing on a higher level. That's just how it is. That's just how the world is. You just gotta be okay with that.
Keep working.
You just gotta keep reminding yourself that
You gonna make it.
yeah, like self-love and all that stuff, like just all of that. You know, I know it's tough, but people love you out there for who you are. We love you for who you are. So it was a tough video. He was like laughing, he was like smiling the whole time.
Bro, why did he say nigga like that? I'm that nigga.
Yeah, I mean, that's actually a good point though. Like, you know, he was obviously talking about, like, especially with black culture and black people in general, mental health is like, if you talk about that shit, you're getting fucking clowned, and that's fucked up.
It really is. Like, that shit would turn into a meme.
Yeah.
Like, instantly, and people would just start laughing. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what's wrong with the world, bro.
Like, we just gotta accept each other and really, like, understand that people, like, have these issues and have things that they have to, like, get out and, like, express themselves. But, you know, there's people and families, especially when it's your family, it's like you can't be open around your family, then it's like, damn, really, who can I be, you know?
How open to.
Yeah, so it's just like, I grew up in a black household where, you know, it wasn't necessarily cool to express your feelings or be like that. So it's like, yeah.
We'll get through it. One day at a time.
Through the Pain, EP by me. Y'all should listen. Just promote myself.
These niggas just did some promotion. Alright, man. Alright. So, that is it. Go like, comment, subscribe, turn your notifications on.
And talk to somebody if you're going through it right now.
Yeah.
Right now. I'm not playing.
Talk to somebody. Tell somebody you love them.
Right now. If you made it this far, text somebody right now. Tell them you love them.
I need the proof.
Give me your phone number. Alright.
I don't know why I licked my lips. Alright, man.
See y'all in the next one. Peace.